Hello, my name is Bridget Colvin. The title of my paper is The Use of Music for Physical and Mental Health. The reason I chose this topic is because I have a strong passion for music. I am a vocal musician at Winston-Salem State University. I am in the university choir, and I'm very interested to see how music can affect the lives of everyday people in a health sense. Um, In my paper, we'll discuss several research studies which show that music can in fact be a benefit for health, both physically and mentally. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you. We are living in a world today in which people are faced with a multitude of both physical and mental health issues. For the most part, when we are faced with these issues, we go to a doctor and they give us a prescription for a medication that will perhaps cure our symptoms or maybe alleviate them for a while. The general focus of my paper is to validate whether or not music can sort of be a substitute of medicine in a sense that it can help benefit health in a physical or mental way. I will examine several case research studies in which music is used in this aspect to benefit a person's health. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. The use of music for therapeutic purposes is nothing new. It goes all the way back to the biblical tales of David soothing Saul with his harp to the healing rituals of the indigenous cultures. The first research study that I examined involves cases of children who suffer from extreme bereavement, like they've lost someone very close to them in their lives. So, this research study shows how the involvement with music helps them to cope and deal with this loss. They either can create music or use improvisation or sharing music that speaks to them with others in a group type setting. And the research study does in fact prove that this form of therapy helps them to cope, and that as a result of it, their behavior was improved as stated by their parents by observing them after and during the research study, during the therapy settings. The second study that I observed just examines the use of music in the everyday lives of general people, how it helps people to cope. It says, I use this quote, that music can engender a deep intuitive sense of a connection that removes boundaries between people. This connection itself can serve as a healing effect. I also believe that um, in the as it pertains to people who are dealing with a severe illness or disease, music can really serve as a benefit to them, because a lot of times when people are faced with these detrimental diagnoses, they go into a state of depression based on their negativity towards what they think is the outcome of their disease. So I believe that using music to help them cope with this can help turn around the result and in fact help them to heal faster, because of the fact that music can give them a positive outlook on their situation. A lot of times when people get sick, they go into a depression because they think that they can't get better, and it also makes them even more sick. But using music can help them lift their spirits and give them what they need to have a more positive outlook on their situation and to in fact heal. The last research study that I looked at examines the role of music in the lives of elderly and aging individuals. It is said that music can actually really help in the lives of the elderly by the ways of teaching elderly how to play an instrument for the first time. The continuous practice of an instrument displays several health benefits which are seen in their lives. They include decreased arthritic pain, increased dexterity, self-fulfillment, accomplishment, fun, alleviation of stress and loneliness, and the ability to deal with the general challenges of aging. As we all know, the process of aging is a hard time for most humans because you're losing a lot of your general motor skills that most other people have, and so it can kind of lead to depression. But this research study shows that music can actually slow down the loss of the motor skills as well as help them cope with depression. So those are my 3 research studies that I use to prove the point that music can in fact serve as a benefit to physical and mental health. In conclusion, these 3 research studies really do prove the validity that music can serve as an aid in the physical and mental health of our society. Music has a history of ritualistic healing that was once seen as far-fetched or even outrageous, but today it is proven that it actually does have a benefit to us. Music can be created, shared, or listened to, and all of these different involvements with music play a role in physical or mental health in some way. In the lives of older adults, music can help them feel young again. In stages of grief, it can aid as a relief method for depression, and finally, it can act as a healing manipulative for those suffering from extreme illnesses. Music is so much more than just entertainment or celebration. It truly is therapy. It benefits the health of people, whether it be physically, mentally, or both. Involvement with music has a broad spectrum of possibilities, and all of which benefit the health in some way. I hope you enjoyed my paper and understand my views and my thoughts on how music can benefit the health of our society. Thank you for watching.